summer, I did my paper with Mia and Jessica on a futuristic approach to business communication, the impact of emerging technologies. One of my parts was using social media networking in a business capacity. I posed the question, have you or the company you work for utilized the use of emerging technologies like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. in a business capacity, and if so, what were the results? I asked this question to my HR general manager, and he noted that our company, our location, we do not use these directly for our business, other than using things like Facebook and whatnot for some kind of background check sometimes, but it's very rare and we don't use it very often. He said that the section of the company that's located in California that does all the marketing does use emerging technologies like Facebook and Twitter for marketing purposes. He projected that probably about 50% of our company's marketing was televised media, about 25% in emerging technologies, 15% in print, and 10% in other. Himself personally used sites like LinkedIn, just to keep up business acquaintances and keep in touch and grow opportunities there. And he thinks it's a very good idea for communication in the 21st century, to keep connection with coworkers and business partners. I also came across an article by Dion Hinchcliffe from the Duchess Group that outlined the following top emerging technologies with social business impact in 2012. The first being smart mobility, which is basically the use of smartphones. Just about everybody you bump into on the street or at work or anywhere has a smartphone, and has become very readily available and widely used for communication throughout the business world. It's very easy to communicate quickly and efficiently with email right there on your phone, and text and chat options, even YouTube and Skype videos for conference calls and meetings. It's all right there. You can basically work wherever you are because I've got all the technology right at your hands. The second he noted was big data, which he said will be big in 2012. Basically, for social business, big data is leading directly into social business intelligence services, which will enable organizations to spot trends and identify opportunities easier with the use of these technologies. He also references the cloud, which has been pretty standard fare in social media, but more and more businesses are starting to use that, so you don't have to carry around all this data like spreadsheet, even a flash drive. It's not needed anymore to hold your spreadsheets and your marketing data or whatever you may have. It's just put out in the cloud, and wherever you have access to the internet, you have access to your personal files to do business. Other emerging technologies he notes is a shift in digital distribution, which mainly focuses on the use of apps. Apps can be found on anything. You just pick a subject and search for an app, and it can be found, if not for free, for a very minimal fee. And these apps, again, can be put on your smartphones or tablets and used in numerous ways to capitalize on business opportunities. The last option that he notes is a rise of the next web, which he says the classical web is given rise to a web that is undergoing major changes, and it's becoming the Internet of Things, and businesses will increasingly use the Internet and have their products be interactive on the web, to have people be able to look more into their products and be able to like and plus one things and truly understand and spread the word of a business's products easier in this way. I also, after reading that article, decided to do a little bit of research on my own with my coworkers that I had access to, about 25 of them, and asked them if they had the opportunity to use any of the above emerging technologies while in business or in a business capacity. And within our paper, the table shows that a large majority have used smart mobility and the new digital distribution or apps. They're the most popularly used. Some in a more social way, but actually quite a few in a business capacity. Few has started to use big data, or the next web was starting to get there, or the cloud somewhat as well, but more focusing on smart mobility and apps and digital distribution. I also did the conclusion of the paper, which, as Mia and Jessica said in their parts, went over the advantages of using social media and emerging technologies within a business can be very effective and really help a business get where they need to go and get to the next level. So overall, using emerging technologies, especially in 2012 and looking towards the future, is definitely the way to go for businesses who want to stay on top of things and not stay behind the trend. It has shown that businesses that don't leap on or jump on board and start to explore these are going to be left behind. So overall, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed our paper and found it of some interest. And I guess that's it.